There's been a couple of different ways to notate chess throughout the years, but there's a standard that's emerged that's the go-to, and that's what I'm going to teach you in under 3 minutes. In English, all but 2 chess pieces are known by their first letter uppercased. The knight is known by N because K is reserved for the king, and pawns don't get a letter. If the letter's left off in the notation, that indicates the pawn. The board is grouped into columns called files and rows called ranks. The files are named with the lowercase letters starting from white's left, A, B, C, and so on until H. The ranks are numbered from white's side, 1, 2, 3, on until 8. Combining the file with the rank gives you the name of the square. For example, E4. Each move is numbered and consists of white's notation and then black's notation separated by a space. So if white moves here, that's E4. Notice the pawn isn't mentioned, just the square. If black's pawn moves here, that's E5. Same file, just one rank up. If white moves its knight here, that's NF3. Capital N for the knight, and then F3 for the square. Castling on the king's side is done with O-O. Some people use zeros. If you were to castle on the queen's side, you would use 3 O's. In other words, the number of O's corresponds to the number of squares the rook moves. Sometimes just recording the piece and the destination square isn't good enough because it isn't clear which piece moved there. For example, if both knights can reach the same square, notice this knight can reach that same square, you'll need to provide the starting square before the destination square. Most of the time, the file alone is sufficient to disambiguate. If not, you can use the rank. When pawns capture, you always need to specify the file the pawn came from, even when it's not ambiguous. When a pawn promotes, indicate the piece it's promoting to by tacking on an equal sign and then the letter for that piece. Usually a Q, of course. What you just learned is everything you need to know to fully capture a game. There are a few optional marks that aren't necessary, such as using X to indicate capture or plus to indicate check. If you want a guide while notating over the board games, go to chessnotepad.com and start notating games with no download or sign up necessary. It will warn you when you do something wrong, and you can save the game to analyze later.